Hey, and welcome back. Today's topic is going to be about protein. This isn't protein, this is a pre-workout. Maybe I'll do another video on this as well. Actually, yeah, I will. Protein, why take it? Do we need it? Is it necessary? Is it going to make you fat? Is it going to give you muscle? It's a very big question, but specifically we're going to talk about protein supplement, the powder. A lot of people ask me, do I need to take it? How much should I take? And again, with all those follow-up questions. So let's kind of dive right in, shall we? Protein powder. Well, what is it? Well, typically they come in one or two forms. They come in whey, which is dairy, and then you have plant-based protein, which is non-dairy. Without going too much into details between the two, just in the interest of time in the video, they both have different properties, but they're both two different forms of protein. One may go vegan, or rather plant-based protein, because they don't want to consume anything derived from an animal. Kind of really why one would pick one or the other. Sometimes sensitivity to dairy, although there is whey protein that practically has zero to no lactose. But all in all, that's the type of protein we're talking about today. So do you need it? In short, no, actually. You don't need it, but obviously it's like the number one thing you see people consuming related to fitness. And there's a reason for that. The first reason is because people think you need it that much, but you really don't. But the real reason is because it's just absolutely convenient. You really want to get your protein from foods. That's really the best way to go about it. If you eat meat, get it from meat. It's the quickest way. There's way more micronutrients involved. If you don't eat meat, then you get it from your nuts, right? Seeds, tofu, your plant-based sources. But the reason why you should take a protein powder supplement is definitely an essential supplement that I always recommend, is because it makes it very accessible and convenient to consume protein in a very busy life. So for example, I probably eat maybe 3 meals a day, but within those 3 meals I don't hit my protein macronutrient goal, which is typically about between 150 grams to 200 grams of protein. Maybe between 3 meals I may get about 120 grams or so, maybe 100. So I'm missing some in between. Now, if I could, I would fill in the rest of the protein with foods, but oftentimes I'm working, and I don't have time in between days. So a quick solution is to drink protein. Maybe I'll have it, typically people have it after a workout, just because people go to the gym, and then from gym they may go straight to work. So consuming it makes it easy for you to hit your protein goals. But it is not essential in the sense that if you don't have a protein supplement, you're missing out on extra gains. It's just a way to fill in the gap. So I typically carry my protein in this little funnel. You can get it off of Amazon, and it allows me to carry it with me everywhere I go. So if I need a snack, rather than buying food, so I save money, I put in this little funnel, I take out the bottom lid, unscrew it, buy some water, put it in there, tap it in, and then I have my protein on the go. And typically a serving has about 20 grams of protein. Plant-based protein tends to be thicker because it doesn't have as much protein content as whey, so they have to add more to have the same amount of grams of protein. But it makes it super convenient. So if I have 2 of these a day, that's about 40 grams of protein in my diet or in my nutrition that I did not have time to get in with my foods. another great thing about protein is that sometimes the foods we eat don't have enough, and so it's a great way also to put protein in your meals where it's lacking. So for example, breakfast, right? Maybe you're short on time for breakfast and you don't have time to make eggs, and you can only have oatmeal. Well, a serving of oatmeal only has maybe 6 grams of protein. What you can do is take some protein powder, some cold water, mix it, drink it, and then have your oatmeal. Well, now you have 26 grams of protein in your breakfast, where otherwise it would be less. I may use it in my fruits, right? Fruits are a great source of carbohydrates, a lot of micronutrients, but it lacks protein. So what I will do is I will take my fruits, and I'll take either an unflavored or vanilla flavored. I prefer vanilla flavor. Put it in my Magic Bullet and blend it right up, drink it, and now I have protein in my fruit. So it's a really great way to ensure that you have protein in everything that you consume, or when you don't have time to consume it, that you can hit your protein goals. As you're well aware, or if you're not well aware, protein is a very essential macronutrient when it comes to fat loss and building muscle. Because when you're at the gym, you're not actually building muscle, you're breaking down muscle. And so protein is one of those tools. There's many others, but it's one of those tools that help repair the muscle so that they adapt to the stress that you put on them at the gym. So when you come back stronger, bigger butt, bigger arms, bigger chest, bigger back, whatever muscle group you're working on. So the protein helps repair that, and so that you can continue to grow. Everyone grows at different speeds, but really helps fill in those gaps. So I strongly recommend it. If you can hit all your protein goals without actually consuming protein powder, don't need it. You really don't need it. You're fine. But if you find yourself struggling, it's a great way to fill in those gaps so that you can hit your protein goals, because it is super, I can't stress this enough, it is a super important macronutrient. I don't care what type of diet you're following, in order to build muscle, build strength, and burn body fat. Those are my thoughts on it. Those are my experience on it, and hopefully this content was again helpful. Please share it along. I'm sure this is a very common question about should you take a protein supplement or not, and again, just strongly recommend it. It will help fill in the protein goals that you are trying to hit. All right, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Please submit your questions on my Instagram, Mario Ortiz Fit. That's my Instagram handle. Or leave a comment on YouTube. I would love any ideas you guys have, and would love to discuss them and share them with you, and for you to share them along. Okay, thanks again, and see you next time. Bye.